For the second time this season, and the NASCAR heads to the Lone Star State. And for the first time, they're heading the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's the NASCAR All-Star Race Weekend at Texas Motor Speedway, coming up on post-checkered flag. Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We are less than a few hours away from the truck race at Nashville. Can't wait to see how this works. For the first time since 2011, NASCAR returns to the Music City. But before we get ready for that, let's talk about what happened this past weekend. It was a triple threat weekend where all three series raced. We're going to talk more. We're going to talk about let's start with the trucks because they're going to be on in a few hours and I don't want to waste any time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is your top 10 for the SpeedyCash.com 200 at Texas Motor Speedway. In 10th place, driving the 25, it is Josh Berry. In 9th place, a really solid day for Tanner Gray. In 6th place, boy, this guy's been on a decent hot streak, Tyler Ankrum. In 7th place, Todd Gilliland. And in 6th place, Zane Smith. Speaking of which, in 5th place, we have Chandler Smith in the 18. In 4th place, another good day for Hattori Racing for Austin Hill. And in 3rd place, Grant Anfinger. In 2nd place, solid day for the rare truck driver, Chase Elliott. And in 1st place, continuing his dominance over the trucks, possibly the front runner for 2311. Should Kurt Busch not get 2311? John Hunter Nemechek. Pure domination. Series so far. Jeez Louise, man. Here we go. Carson Hovachar finished 11th. Sauter 12th. Brandon Poole got 30th. And it was actually a solid race. Jesse Luigi got 28th, so he moved up one. Sheldon Creed got into a major accident along with Stuart Friesen, Drew Dollar, and Ray Ciccarelli. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Ray Ciccarelli? Didn't this bozo retire because they got rid of the flag? He raced in Texas. And just saying, this is I know someone's going to say it's rigged, but how the beep did Ray Ciccarelli is still racing here? Seriously, what the fuck? Alright, let's get to the point standings. Cannot believe Ray Ciccarelli is still racing after that flag ban. Alright, here are the point standings for the Truck Series, as we are literally 9 minutes away from the race. In 1st place with 498, the aforementioned John Hunter Nemechek. In 2nd place, Ben Rhodes with 420. In 3rd place with 390, and Ben Rhodes had 490, really? That's hilarious. In 3rd place with 390, Austin Hill. In 4th place with 361, Todd Gilliland. In 5th place with 343, Zane Smith. And in 6th place with 341, it is Sheldon Creed. In 7th place with 327, Grant Anfinger. In 8th place with 317, the grandfather of the Truck Series, Matt Crafton. In 9th place with 302, it's Stuart Friesen. And in 10th place with 290, it's Carson Hovachar. And next up is the Xfinity race. Let's catch you guys in a moment. And it's almost 2 in the morning after finishing watching the truck race. I'll talk more about that in next week. So here is the, damn it, there goes my notes. Here's the highlights. Top 10 for the Alesco Uniforms 250, powered by Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen, which none of them are in existence in Southern California as far as I'm aware of. In 10th place, we have Michael Annett. In 9th place, a big day for him yesterday, Justin Haley. We'll talk more about him on Tuesday as part of a special post-checker flag regarding news that I missed. In 8th place, we have Brett Moffitt. In 7th place, good bounce back from the last race, Noah Gragson. In 6th place, AJ Allmendinger. In 5th place, Brandon Jones. In 4th place, Daniel Hemrick. In 3rd place, Austin Cindric. In 2nd place, Justin Allgaier. And in 1st place, one step closer from retiring from racing in the Xfinity Series, Kyle Busch. Yeah, so let's take a rundown. Ryan Sieg finished 11th. Good bounce back from Charlotte. Riley Herbst, top 15 for him. Brandon Brown, another top 15. Jeremy Clements, top 15. Hold on, let me refresh here my notes. Harrison Burton, finishing 30th, was involved in an accident. Josh Berry finished 19th. I had to get that in. Maya Snyder got involved in an accident, finished 33rd. Jordan Anderson was in his first Xfinity race. Kyle Weatherman had a fuel pump issue. Bailey Curry finishing last. Electrical issue. Terry Berryhill accident with Gary Galding, along with Jeffy Earnhardt and Stephen Parsons. So let's get to the points results for the Xfinity Series. The race is literally several hours away from beautiful Nashville. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the point standings for the, NASCAR Xfinity Series. So, as we are past the halfway point, in first place with 610 points, it's Austin Cindric. In second place with 502, AJ Allmendinger. In third place with 488 points, the guy who has yet to win, Daniel Hemrick. These finishes are definitely helping him, but he needs a win to save any hope of a career. In fourth place with 453, despite the bad day at Texas, Harrison Burton is still in good contention. In fifth place with 439, it's Justin Allgaier. In sixth place with 435, just 4 points behind Allgaier, who has 439, by the way, it's Justin Haley. In eighth place, in seventh place with 424, the other colleague driver, Jeb Burton. And in eighth place with 384, it is Brandon Jones. In 9th place with 361, Noah Gragson. And in 10th place with Gragson at 361 with 357, it is Michael Annett. We'll be talking more about the All-Star break when we come back. Now let's talk about the All-Star race. And okay, when it was announced that there were going to be 6 stages, let's be honest, people were pissed, myself included. But okay, who thought this race was actually going to be decent? It is kind of sad that the Xfinity series was the more boring race out of the 3 NASCAR series. And what sucked is that, honestly, if I had to choose a better race between the SRX and Xfinity, I have to pick the XRX over the Xfinity series. Although, commentary-wise, Xfinity series won that hands down due to Danica being downright bad, even though this was her first time doing play-by-play. Even though Alan Bestwick tried his best. And gotta give props to Texas Motor Speedway for the great stage. They had the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders because of fucking course. The stage had the saloon doors that the drivers come out to. And probably the best thing about this whole thing, when they drag the cars out, they use it for like you see the bulls in a rodeo, which was a very nice touch and a great way to end Eddie Gossich's career, because the All-Star race was his final race, and I wish him nothing but the best in his retirement. So without wasting any more time, we're going to talk more about the All-Star Open before we actually get started on the actual race in the top 10. And just a reminder, the point standings are still the same. So I will not be covering the point standings today. Alright, here we go. Let's talk about the All-Star Open. Now the first thing I want to talk, I like to talk about, and I hate to say this, is the first caution caused by Bubba Wallace. And to his credit, he managed to finish in 6th, even though he didn't qualify, which I'll talk more about in a second. His 2311 still has some growing pains to do. Maybe that second teammate could really help him out, because most of his Cup career, he was the only driver. Speaking of which, Daniel Suarez did not have much help either, because he got wrecked by Eric Jones. And now with news that broke yesterday, that I sort of teased earlier, the future of Trackhouse might be in trouble. But I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But we gotta talk about the 3 stage winners for the All-Star Open. But overall, gotta give props to Bubba Wallace for the great recovery after the finishing in 6th in the finishing 6th. Although only behind Cedric and Briscoe and Busher and the winner of the fan vote. Spoiler, I'm not going to say it. Alright, let's talk about the stage winners first before we get this out of hand. Alright, here we go. The winner of the first stage, and this caught me by surprise. The winner of the first stage, Ross Chastain in the 42. And it was the McDonald's scheme, no less. That was good, and hopefully we could see some positive change for the Chip Ganassi team. Now the second stage winner, this one wasn't much as a surprise, but it was some good luck for Richard Childress Racing, as Tyler Reddick won stage 2, qualifying him for his first All-Star race. And honestly, that's good, considering I don't know how many people will try and get that 8 car. But, however, the winner of the third final stage, and honestly, might have kept his job much longer. His first win since the duels. Eric Almirola finally gives Stuart Haas something to celebrate. Won the third and final stage. And the winner of the fan vote was, let's be honest, we all thought it was Bubba Wallace. But it was actually Matt DiBenedetto for the second year in a row he's in the All-Star game, only this time he won the fan vote. I forgot who won it last year. I think it was Jimmy, I think. Or it could have been Bubba. I know people are going to say, oh, DiBenedetto got in. Honestly, since NASCAR never releases the fan vote polls, I wouldn't be surprised Bubba Wallace finished second in that fan vote. I mean, let's be honest. Who else was going to pass him? Fucking Timmy Hill. So yeah, that's the All-Star Open. Now let's get to the top 10 of the All-Star race, which was actually pretty decent, despite the complicated format. I cannot believe it. The All-Star race was actually decent. All right, everyone. This is your top 10 for the All-Star race. And I will tell you who's going to get the $1 million, as well as who won the Pit Crew Challenge, because they also added a Pit Crew Challenge element to this, which was like a NASCAR skills competition. Damn it. But one step at a time, one step at a time. And now let's enter to the final segment, the top 10 for the All-Star race, and then we can call it a night, because it's almost 4 in the morning. Well, 3 in the morning almost. All right, everyone. It's time now for me to tell you the top 10 for the NASCAR All-Star race, a race for $1 million. In 10th place, we have the Monster Energy driver known as Kurt Busch. In 9th place, we have his brother, Kyle Busch. In 8th place, too bad this isn't a point scoring race because he would have needed it, Eric Almirola. In 7th place, we have the Charlotte Baron, William Byron. In 6th place, Alex Bowman, and we'll be talking more about him on Tuesday for Post-Checker Flag. In 5th place, we have the master of Blaney right infringement, Ryan Blaney. In 4th place, we have Blaney's teammate, the monster of Connecticut, Joey Logano. In 3rd place, we have the defending champion, Cup Series champion, Chase Elliott. And in 2nd place, we have the Michigan Racing Wolverine, Brad Keselowski. And in 1st place, Kyle Larson, winning his 2nd All-Star race in 3 years. Yeah, and I bet Ford is regretting not letting Tony Stewart sign him to Stewart Haas. But at the same time, that's probably going to be a what-if video. Let me know if you guys are interested in any what-if videos you want me to do. Alright, so that concludes this Post-Checker Flag. Next one, we'll be talking about the French Grand Prix as well as the Nashville Super Speedway races. After what I saw today, I'm going to be very impressed what Xfinity does today. Thanks for watching, everyone.